guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm sitting down to continue sharing with you guys my curriculum choices for my kids' upcoming homeschool year. Today's video is going to be focused on my son who is entering the 9th grade, so his very first year of high school, and that doesn't even seem possible, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. If you guys have been watching the other videos, I've already put up what will be used for my 12th grade daughter and my 11th grade son. So I'm going backwards down to my youngest daughter who will be entering into the 7th grade. So next year for the 2024-2025 homeschool year, I will have 3 high schoolers and 1 middle schooler. Before I show you the curriculum selections that we have chosen for him for his 9th grade year, there are a few things that you need to know about what you're going to see here. The first thing is that I am not showing the books that I will be using for our family morning basket Bible time. That will be in a separate video coming to my channel soon. So look out for that if you're wanting, family style resources for multiple kids, ages, middle school to high school level, even books that would be beneficial to read as an adult. That will be coming. The other thing that you will not see here is his math course. His math course is online. It is an online math program called Shoreman Math, or Dive into Mathematics. I've shared many times about it over the years. It's been an answer to prayer and the math program that I will continue to use for all of my kids moving into the higher level math. So the math course that he will be taking next year in his 9th grade year will be Algebra 2 with geometry. The way that Shoreman Math breaks it up is geometry is done in combination with Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, so that you don't have that really weird year of math in high school where you don't do any algebra and then you're expected to go back into algebra after you've done a full year of geometry. I've never understood why they did that, and I'm grateful that Shoreman does not do that. So he will be taking Algebra 2 with geometry next year for his 9th grade math course. Okay, so now let's get into what I do have in front of me here today. So the first thing that I have to show you guys are these not consumed Bible studies. These will be done individually. Every one of my kids will have them. They are the teen level. That is what they will work on quietly before we start World Watch News, which I will talk about in that morning basket video, but these will be used by all of my kids. I got one, Letting Go, Choosing Forgiveness Over Bitterness. I got one, A Content Heart. And then I got this one, In the Garden, A Prayer Bible Study for Teens. So we have those for him. He started this health course toward the middle to the end of the homeschool year that we just finished. So he's going to be continuing on with this to complete it. This health course is very, very basic, old school information, which is what I wanted. This is through, I got this off of christianbook.com. This is, what is the company? I think it's Paces, yes. So these are meant for them to complete on their own. They're very easy for the kids to navigate. There's a test inside each one. And this health course, it's a little outdated as far as like the fitness section and the, there's like a whole paragraph on rebounding, which is like jumping on a trampoline. So, I mean, there's some information in here that could be revisited and updated with current things, but what I wanted was just a basic, solid health course similar to the one that you and I probably took. I didn't want one that, has a whole, basically, I didn't want something that would be comparable to an entire science year study. I wanted just like a basic add-in on understanding different health-related topics. Every section goes through something different. So there is sections on sexually transmitted diseases. There are sections on drug use. There are sections on all of that, but it's very factual. And I've used this with my 2 older kids and really liked it. So he will be continuing on with this for earning his half of a health credit towards graduation. For history next year, he is going to be going through Exploring America. This is textbook 1. There is a second textbook as well as the entire literature pack that goes with this from Knotgrass. So I already have this because my older 2 kids were using it this year, and I asked him if he would prefer to do American history or if he would rather do world history, because I do have both courses. He chose American, so that is what he is going to be working on. He loves history, and I'm excited for him to see that there are some things in here that he's probably not totally familiar with. So this is textbook 1. There is a second one, as well as all of the books that come when you order the literature pack through Knotgrass. So that is what he will be doing for history next year. For English, or language arts, he will be utilizing The Good and the Beautiful's High School 1. So I have all of the units here. There's 10 separate units that your child will work through to complete that. I have the high school geography and grammar cards for memorization, and then I have the grammar and writing guide, which is just a resource for them to utilize as they work through the courses. It's a reference book, and it's actually really helpful even if you're not using their language arts program. For science next year, he is going to go through physical science from BJU Press Homeschool. This is another course that you guys have seen in past curriculum videos. If you know anything about me by now, you know that I don't just change things for the sake of changing things. If it's been a good, wonderful course, then that is something that we stick with, and I will continue to utilize it. And BJU Press Homeschool science continues to blow me away. My kids, my oldest daughter went through all of them, earth science all the way up to chemistry. She's not doing one for her senior year because she's dual enrolling for college, and will be doing science that way. So continuing on with that path, just because I have loved it, my kids have loved it. I do have the Logos Lab Kit that is bought separately. It is expensive, but I do recommend it. He'll be utilizing the video option for this, and he is excited about physical science, so that will be his science course for next year from BJU Press. Now, for his second elective, to kind of go along with the health course, since the health course is only half of a year, I do have some other elective options ready to go for him that I will share probably in another video, just because this is what he's going to be starting out with for the school year. But I do have some other things lined up, so I'll do an electives video probably in the future. So I have things for when that one falls off. But for his other elective, I asked him what he wanted to learn about, and I saw this forensic science course from Master Books. This is the teacher's guide. It says 11th to 12th grade, and it says science because you are learning a lot of science, obviously, through fingerprinting and blood and muscles and bones and all of that stuff. But this is a newer course, and it does have a little bit of a content warning on it because it does talk about some real life cases, some situations. So obviously, if you have a child really sensitive to that, you would want to be aware of that. We are a law enforcement family, so none of this is like stuff they've never heard of. So I went through it. When I saw that it said 11th to 12th grade, I thought maybe I would use it for some of my older kids, but he expressed an interest in this, and so he wants to do this for his elective, even though it's technically science, falls under the science category. It does look really, really well done, and like I said, how do they present the information for a biblical worldview while talking about, some really heinous things? So we'll see. I'm excited for him to give it a try. He was interested in this and, potentially thinking about going into something like this in the future, in more ways than one. So I think it'll be information that he is interested in, and we will see what it says. It says that it's an overview of forensic science, moving from investigation to court proceedings while focusing on God's God's Word and how it can be applied to this field of study. It covers crime scene documentation, evidence collection, serology, anthropology, computer forensics, impressions, forensic psychiatry, and much more. It was designed by a Christian forensics expert. So we need Christians in all fields of work, and so this is the elective he has chosen to do next year. Even though it says 11th to 12th grade and he's only in the 9th grade, I think it'll be fine for him. So I'll report back as we get started, but this was the other elective that he chose. So that is everything that we will be using as far as individual curriculum for my son entering into the 9th grade. I will do my best to link everything down below. If I forget, just leave me a comment because sometimes I do. And if you're looking for any other grade level videos for the upcoming school year, look back because I've been releasing my other kids. My daughters will follow this one, my youngest, and if any of these videos are not grades that your kids are entering into and you want something specific to the grade that you are looking at, you can scroll through this playlist on my channel called Homeschool Curriculums. I have almost 10 years of curriculum choices there for you guys that you can look at any of the grade levels that I have taught, obviously from 3rd grade with my oldest daughter all the way up to now 12th grade. You can look back and see that history, as well as my other kids. So what I used for her in 5th grade might have been different than what I used for my son in 5th grade. So the playlist is there. There's a ton of curriculum choice videos that you guys can look through and gain some ideas if you're needing them. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up before you go. It's a free way to support my channel and I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye.